Good evening. I'm Larry the Pinbook Guy, and welcome to another fun episode of Larry's Fountain Pens. Welcome. So, today I am going to be talking about a pen that I'm pretty sure everybody by now is pretty familiar with. But I'm going to be talking about a pen that I haven't seen much reviews. I haven't seen any reviews on this certain length of pen. So, the pen I'm talking about is the PenBBS 267. Yes. And especially for all the thinkers and the newbies out there that have just joined the fountain pen world and my family on this beautiful, wonderful station, here is the PenBBS 267 Longtail, the classic Longtail. Now, this pen length, Mr. Announcer, is
7¼ inches.
And that's from there to the cap to the tip of the barrel. So it's a long pen, more of a desk pen. And the pen that I'm going to match it up with as far as lengthwise is the Lamy Joy. And the Lamy Joy is about, what, 7 inches? Yeah. So that's about the longest one I have. So this pen remind me of the length of this pen. So that was interesting. It's a clear resin pen. Nice, beautiful, high polished pen. And you can see your inks flushing around back and forth if you wish to make this pen an eyedropper. You can. Now, the barrel screws on very tightly, so you may or may not need to put silicone grease on it, but you can. It's okay to be safe and sorry, but if it was me and I was going to do the eyedropper, I probably would try it first without the silicone grease just to see if I was correct or not. What the heck? That's the fun part about fountain pens, is trying new things, be adventurous, explore, step out of the box, and just do what your heart feels doing. Why not? It's you and your pen bonding together. So it's a screw-on cap, and it has a fine nib. And the nib is a nice detailed inscriptions on the nib. 1 turn, 2 turns, 3, 4, 5, and it's off. And it does come with the converter. Pull out converter and push right back in. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and it's shut completely. And it really is a nice looking pen. It's different. Why is it different? Because it's long tail. You got the clear look going on. And just think, if you had the color of ink that you want to put in there, you can see that just swooshing around back and forth. Now, the ink I'm going to be using in this pen today, Mr. Announcer, is the Robert Oyster
Gold Antiqua.
You heard it. That's right. Again, the material used on the pen is resin. The nib is a 0.5 millimeter. And I'll be showing you the writing sample on that. And this pen comes in a variety of colors. Over 11 different colors that I found. Made in China. Free shipping. And I believe a pen like this, something like $15.18. Some are less, some are more, depending what you buy. So this is the PenBBS 267 desk pen. But I've taken this pen with me to Starbucks. I've taken it down to the park when I did some journaling. So this pen, it's up to the individual, the thinker, the person who just likes to live out of the box and say, you know what, desk pen, that's okay. It'll come with me today. I'm going to take it to work. I'm going to take it to my favorite coffee shop, my favorite restaurant, and I'm going to enjoy writing with it because that's what I do. That's what I love. Okay? So, what do you say? Let's get started and do the writing sample. Here we go. And I have, it does not cap. I mean post, okay? So, and you wouldn't need it to post because this Longtail is long enough. It's a nice pen. It fits well in the hand. As you go down the barrel, there's a slight step off, but there's nothing here where it screws on the cap to make your fingers uncomfortable. But you have ample enough room for large, big, sausage type, manly fingers if you want to hold it up here. So, it's not a heavy pen. It fits real nice in the hand. It's comfortable. I have written with it for days now. So here we go. And dog. It's not a bad writer. It's a nice little writer. The nib writes very smoothly. This doesn't have any feedback in the nib. At least none that I can tell of. And wetness, I'm using the Rhodia dot grid. It's a nice wet nib. It's not dry. It's not overly wet. But it does have some wetness to it. I like it. This pen is on loan from Bill. Thank you, Bill. Would I do anything to the nib to make it wetter? Probably not. I probably would leave it alone because it does do a fine job just right out of the box. Look at that. And, you know, I love this Robert Oster ink. Just beautiful gold. I just love doodling with it. All right, let's check out for some line variation. This no pressure, no pressure. Let's try with a little bit of pressure. And you're really not going to get none. Upside down. You do. You can probably get like an extra fine out of this. No problem whatsoever keeping up. So, that's pretty cool. So, there you have it. This is the PenBBS 267, the classic Longtail, clear, with a fine nib. Very nice pen. The PenBBS, they put out some good quality pens. And what's cool about it, they come, at least my pens do, in these little pen case boxes. And they have foam in there to protect it. They're not like your basic Jinhao. You know how those come in, just a little sleeve and an envelope and they're done. But nice pen, well worth the money. And they have different models to choose from, variety of colors. You might want to check them out. You can find them on eBay. So that's going to wrap it up. Thanks a lot. I appreciate everybody. Take care. Leave your comments below. What do you think about this pen? Be safe, guys. Talk to you later.